Alabama.
Okay.
You came down to talk to his kids, didn't you?
I did.
Breakfast facility in Alabama.
Because we have a park.
That's my hometown.
I didn't realize that.
That's is it? They started
High
building.
school
There's
kids?
a lot of
His
college
kids are middle school?
His
The
elementary.
elementary?
really.
Y'all ready? Good morning. I call to order the meeting of the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees. We appreciate your interest in the Alabama Community College System and we welcome you here. A great deal of work and preparation has gone into the development of the documentation for this meeting. Thank you, Chancellor Baker, and you and your staff and our college presidents for your work on preparing for this meeting. As always, we remain laser focused on student success and remain true to our core mission of adult education, workforce development, and academic transfer. Our invocation will be by Pastor Gene Kim at Eastmont Baptist Church. Pastor Kim is the college admissions pastor at Eastmont Baptist Church and has served in this capacity for the past 10 years. He's a native of Conyers, Georgia, and a graduate of the College of William and Mary with a degree in religious studies. He also holds a Master of Divinity from the Beeson Divinity School, and Pastor Kim is currently working towards a Doctor of Ministry at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. He and his wife, Melissa, have 3 boys, Caleb, Amos, and Asher, who attend Forest Avenue Academic Magnet School. Pastor Kim, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Good morning. Would you join me in prayer? Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you for today. God, we understand that every day we are giving is a blessing from you. Father, we want to live each day, God, according to your wisdom, according to your help, Lord, and all for your glory. And so, God, as we are here this morning, God, we understand, God, that whatever job purposes we have been assigned, whatever duties we have, whatever obligations, our ultimate purpose remains in you, Lord, to do what you want us to do. So, God, would you grant us help into accomplishing that? I want to pray, Lord, for the men and women of this board, God, that you would grant them wisdom as they conduct business this morning. Father, would you help them to discern the correct path to take? God, would you allow them, Lord, to turn to you, to trust in you, God, as they help to guide and lead so many students, faculty, Lord, and the people of Alabama. God, would you help them to be responsible, Lord, with their obligations? God, would you help them to understand, Lord, the needs, Lord, of the people of whom they serve? And I want to pray for these students, God. Would you grant them success? Would you help them to understand that there is hope, Lord, in education and a greater hope in you, Jesus? And so, Father, would you bless them? Give them, Lord, the ability to dream. Give them the ability to understand, God, that they can accomplish, Lord, more, Lord, than they could imagine. And so, Lord, would you be gracious, Lord, to these schools, this school system, Lord, this board, the faculties, the buildings, God, all of the components, Lord, that make up the Alabama Community College System. God, would you bless them, Lord? And Lord, as they meet this morning, grant them favor and help. Lord, help them to do all that they can to bless others in service, Lord, and may it bring glory to your glorious name. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Kim. Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll now have our roll call, Madam Secretary.
Present.
Mr. John Mitchell,
Present.
Present.
Mr. Ron Houston,
Present.
Mr. Levelyn Round,
Present.
Mr. Tim McCartney,
Present.
Mr. Britton White,
Present.
Dr. Yvette Richardson,
Present.
Governor Kay Ivey.
All right, thank you. Our agenda was distributed in advance to our board members for their review. I'll now entertain a motion to approve our agenda.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Houston, have a second.
Second.
Second, Tim. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Our October 9th minutes were sent out ahead of time too for board members for their review. I will now entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
11,
Second.
second, Ms. Gray. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. We don't have anybody signed up for public comment. Okay, our college spotlight is on Ingram State Technical College, and we welcome Ingram State.
Good morning. Chancellor Baker, Chairman Rogers, Board of Trustee members, and colleagues. It is with great honor that I get to share with you today the great things that are happening at Ingram State. Next year, Ingram State will celebrate 60 years of providing education to Alabama's incarcerated population with the mission of developing responsible citizens. Under Chancellor Baker's leadership in 2022, correctional education was consolidated, where now the entire state is our service area. Partnering with the Department of Corrections, we serve 21 correctional facilities, and partnering with the Alabama Bureau of Pardons and Parole, we serve 12 facilities, offering adult education, career and technical programming, credentials, and a high school program for offenders 21 and younger. Enrollment has increased by 33% this past year to nearly 3,000 students across all locations. With a focus on our prison to workforce pipeline, Ingram State prepares students to enter the workforce upon release. In 2024, our job placement team worked with 605 second chance employers to place released students in high-wage, high-demand positions across Alabama. Recognized as a Governor's Office of Work-Based Learning Seal of Excellence recipient in 2024, we have worked hard to offer apprenticeships, like all of our other sister colleges, which is hard behind the wire, CDL programming, and Skills for Success classes, along with 1,100 credential earners. For every $1 spent on correctional education, there's a $4 to $5 savings in correctional cost. For every $1 spent, there's a savings of $4 to $5. Also, providing correctional education, it is believed to lower recidivism by 20%. Today, I am so proud to introduce you to an Ingram State student success. Tiara Dent is a welding student graduate from our Tutwiler campus. Through the assistance of our Job Placement Division, Ms. Dent was able to secure full-time employment with USA Ready Mix in Opelika, Alabama. She has received accolades from her supervisor, Darius Gamble, who is here today with us to support her and all the great things she is doing in the workplace. At this time, I'd like to play the video.
So Ingram prepared me in ways that's letting me know I do have a second chance, and offered so many different skills to learn, to be prepared to go back out there and have an opportunity and not live in the past. My name is Tiara Dent, and I'm a driver at USA Ready Mix. I was at Ingram State Technical College. I actually took up welding. I learned how to work as a team, even though, like I said, I took up welding. A lot of what I learned there at Ingram State has helped me in the field that I'm in now. I got here by reference from Mr. Jones from Ingram State. I tried doing over the road once I got my CDL, but I didn't like being away from home, so I reached out to my job placement manager, and he reached out to Darius, and I've been here ever since.
There are two things that stands out from Ingram State graduates. One is they have a clean driving record. Then two, which is really rewarding and surprising, is when we hire these individuals, they stay with us. The retention is great with these. As a matter of fact, out of the individuals in which we employ from Ingram State in this program, all of them are still with us.
This is the only job I have held for over a year, okay? So that says a lot. This is a wonderful company to work for, good benefits. I love it. The team, they're careful, they're there if you need them.
I don't promise anything, we don't promise anything except for the opportunity. It just so happens that they are the most qualified, and after they go through our screening and interviewing process, and they're hired. It's been very rewarding and very beneficial for both the applicants and also me being the company and the employer. We've tapped into an untapped market of potential applicants that most companies stray away from, but we see it as a true asset, and we've found some real gems as part of this program.
Some people learn from their mistakes and some don't. Maybe that second chance can give them the motivation to leave the past alone and look towards the future.
With individuals from this program that come to me and say, hey, you really changed my life. You know, I was incarcerated on Friday. Here it is Monday, Tuesday of the next week. I'm interviewing them. I can be able to provide for my family. So we are really impacting individuals' lives for the good, and I'm glad to be associated with it.
I am proud of Ms. Dent, her hard work, her ambition, and willingness to set the example for our current students, as she is the example of how education can change your life no matter where you are in your journey. Ms. Dent.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My name is Tierra Dent. First, I want to start by saying thank you for having me as a guest speaker and also giving me an opportunity to be a part of this event. I thank God for His grace and mercy for blessing me and guiding me during my time of incarceration. He is definitely the one who put me in this position that I'm in now. I want to also say thank you to my parents and family who have supported me my entire life. They were there for me from the beginning and are still here for me now. If it wasn't for them continuously feeding me positivity and keeping me focused, I probably would have given up. Because we all know that people like to judge and look down on individuals who have made a mistake in life and look at them as if they are less than they are. That's why I'm also thankful for Ingram State Technical College. See, it's the small things in life that make someone who has experienced the same thing I had to smile. It gives us hope and motivates us to keep striving for greatness. So to be where I am now all started with Ingram State Technical College. JF Ingram State Technical College, the community college that is dedicated to giving individuals a second chance. When I say individuals, I'm talking about incarcerated men and women. Ingram State Technical College is the support system some individuals need more than others, but no matter what, they are there for each and every student in their program. Ingram State gave me the education and job training I needed to be successful after being released. While I was incarcerated, I chose to do welding. Upon my release, I did secure a job with the welding position, but due to lack of experience, the pay I received didn't seem reasonable enough for me. That's when I decided to do something different. I attended Central Alabama Community College in Alexander City, Alabama, in the CDL program. I notified my job placement officer at the time and let him know that I was going to try something different and asked could he help me find a job. Mr. Jones contacted me and told me that he was proud of me and yes, he was going to check on something for me and get back with me. I was halfway through my CDL training and Mr. Jones contacted me with information for a CDL position. Once Mr. Jones gave me the details of the job, I was nervous because I have always heard that concrete mixer trucks are dangerous. So upon completing my CDL class, I decided I would drive over the road. Well, that wasn't for me either. I was missing home, so guess what? Hey, Mr. Jones, is that CDL position still available? Mr. Jones jumped right on it. He contacted me a few days later and told me that that job was available. So here I am now, a Class A CDL driver / driver trainer for USA Ready Mix in Opelika, Alabama. I have been with USA Ready Mix for a year and 2 months, and I love my job. To sum it all up, Ingram State Technical College has been a big role in my success. From day one of enrolling into the program to staying connected with me after being released. They have supplied me with material things that I needed to do my job without hesitation and has let it be known if I need anything that they are just a phone call away. I am so thankful for each and every individual associated with Ingram State Technical College because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today. I also would like to say thank you to my HR, Mr. Darius Gamble, for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to be a great individual. Again, thank you, Ingram State Technical College and Alabama Board of Trustees.
Mr. Gamble would like to just say a few things.
Good morning, board. Good morning, everyone. I'm a little emotional just from looking at the video and hearing her speech because it really resonates with me, employer, HR, in regards to giving these individuals a second chance. When I first got involved, when I was approached to be to partner with Ingram State, I was just thinking I was just going to go through the motions, get a couple people involved, and that'll be the end of it. However, faith in God had something different planned, and that was to get more involved in it once we started seeing the benefits and the impact of impact on these individuals' lives in regards to giving them employment, giving them recognition, giving them the benefits that come with the employment, and seeing their head held high back in the community. And so that paid dividends for us. So I want to say thank you to everyone at Ingram State, the partnership that I had with Mr. Jones. He's now retired, now with Ms. Jade Gannett and also Jacory Calloway. Those are the two representatives that cover my area that I work with exclusively. And I just want to say, please continue this program. It is reaping benefits not only for the community, but for the employers also. There is a true return on investment with this program. So I just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to partner with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ed,
Yes, sir.
the state is in the process of building, I think, probably the largest prison in the country.
Yes, sir. I think so.
And can you give us some idea of the timing? And because it's going to be a tremendous move for Ingram State.
It is a tremendous move for Ingram State. The mega prison is known as Elmore Correctional Prison is supposed to be completed in May of 2026. It will be a 4,000-bed facility with all levels of security. So we'll have from there max, medium, minimum, as well as work release there. So we will be moving things around with Ingram State. The legislation for the building of the Elmore Prison was certainly established of what would be still standing and what would currently operate upon the opening of the mega prison. We hope that there will be movement on an Escambia prison soon thereafter, but May 2026 is the expected date for the open. Then the move of the offenders from those current locations to the mega prison will take several months. So we expect to be offering classes in the new prison of fall 2026.
Thank you.
It'll be a big deal. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Funderburk, and Ms. Dent, thank you. Thank you. It's, this is what the community college system's all about, and it's great to see success. So thank you and congratulations and best wishes to you. We'll now move into our executive, legal, and public information action items. The first is item A81, which is Alabama Community College System 24-25 ACCS operating budgets. It is recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees approve the 24-25 budgets as presented by the Chancellor for the Community and Technical Colleges, ATN, and Mary Military Institute. The total amount of the 24-25 budget for the 23 community colleges and technical colleges and Mary Military Institute is $1,229,269,483. That's a big number. Based on the State Educational Trust Fund appropriations. Estimated fees, auxiliary enterprise operations, estimated federal, state, and local grants and contracts, and other miscellaneous income. The ATN revenues include the ETF funding and projections for federal and state grants and other miscellaneous income. Now entertain a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Houston, motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Britton. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by raising your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. I'm getting there, bear with me. Mine skips over from A1 to A2. Okay. Okay. Next, we'll have the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees 2025 meeting schedule. And this does include 3 off-site meetings at Jefferson State Community College in April, Snead State Community College June 11th, and Drake State Community College in October 8th. Which that's an ambitious schedule for all of us, but hopefully we can all eventually get around to seeing all of our community colleges. And I know it's a lot of work on the presidents, and this is not a competition on who can outdo each other.
Yes, it is.
You don't have to close the bridge for us. We do appreciate your hospitality, and I know it's a lot of work. So now entertain a motion to accept that schedule.
So moved.
Okay, I'll second.
Motion by Valerie and a second by Tim. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right. Okay, I'm going to combine action items A3, which is the general garage and liability insurance, and items A4, cyber liability insurance. It is recommended the Alabama Community College Board of Trustees authorize and direct each college and Alabama Technology Network, ATN, to purchase general liability and garage liability insurance coverage under policy recommended by the Chancellor for the coverage period November 15th, 24 and ending November 14th, 2025. It's further recommended the annual premium be apportioned among the 8 colleges and ATN as determined by the Chancellor, and this is a fiscal consideration of $313,763. Now let me move to item action 8A4. It is also recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize and direct each college and Alabama Technology Network to purchase cyber liability insurance coverage under a policy recommended by the Chancellor for the coverage period November 15, 2024 and ending November 14, 2025. It's further recommended that the annual premium also be apportioned among the colleges and ATN as determined by the Chancellor. This policy is $390,650.28. Do I have a motion to approve both of these action items?
So moved.
All right, Britton. Motion, second, Mr. Houston.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next, we have action item 8A5, which is Drake State Community and Technical College approval for the naming of the Advanced Manufacturing Center and Computer Information Systems Lab. It is recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize the president of Drake State Community and Technical College to name the Advanced Manufacturing Center as the Leidos Advanced Manufacturing Center and the Computer Information Systems Lab, housed in Building 500 as the Leidos Lab, and to add appropriate signage. This comes with physical consideration of $1,750,000 pledge by Leidos to be paid over a period of 5 years. Is there a motion to approve? All right.
Motion.
Motion, Leveland, second, Tim. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote. Motion carries
Aye.
unanimously. All right, excellent. Next, we have action item 8A6, which is the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees Self-Evaluation Resolution. It is recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees adopt the attached resolution evidencing its undertaking to define and self-evaluate the board's responsibilities and expectations in compliance with ACCS Principle 4.2G. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Houston?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Okay. Next, we'll move into action item 9, instruction, research, and development, adult education facilities, physical information technology, and workforce development. Action 9A1 is at Coastal Alabama Community College. It's the Bay Minette campus, new baseball, softball field house. It is recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize Coastal Alabama Community College to proceed with the project named Bay Minette campus, new baseball, softball field house. Construction contract shall be executed no later than January 15, 2025, or this authorization shall expire. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
All right. Mr. Shell, motion, second.
Second.
Second for Mr. Lightsey. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Next, we go to Lawson State Community College for action item 9A2. Lawson State Community College Birmingham campus adult ed building renovation and water intrusion mitigation. It is recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize Lawson State Community College to proceed with the project named Birmingham campus adult ed building renovation and water intrusion mitigation. Construction contract shall be executed no later than January 15, 2025, or this authorization shall expire. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Houston, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Tim. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next, we've got two items we're going to combine, items 3 and 4 at Shelton State Community College. One's on the Fred campus and one's on the Martin campus. It is recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize Shelton State Community College to proceed with the project named Fred Campus Electrical Utility Improvements Construction Contracts. Shall be executed no later than January 15, 2025, or this authorization shall expire. And action 9A4 is on the Martin campus, second floor renovations. It's recommended the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize Shelton State Community College to proceed with the project named Martin campus, second floor renovations. This is swing space flooring package. Construction contract shall be executed no later than January 31st, 2025, or this authorization shall expire. Is there a motion to approve both of these action items?
So moved.
All right, Leveland. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, second, Britton. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously. Next, we go to Trenholm State Community College, action item 9A5. This is Trenholm Executive Park Campus renovation for healthcare and culinary. It's recommended that the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize Trenholm State Community College to proceed with the project named Trenholm Executive Park Campus renovation for healthcare and culinary, early release mechanical and electrical equipment purchase packages. Construction contracts shall be executed no later than January 31st, 2025, or this authorization shall expire. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Mitchell, second, Tim. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next, we go to Lurleen. Let's see here. All right. We go to Lurleen B. Wallace Community College, the Andalusia campus purchase of the Shadowwood Apartment Complex. It is recommended that the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize Lurleen B. Wallace Community College to proceed with the project named Andalusia Campus Purchase of Shadowwood Apartment Complex. Closing shall be executed no later than February 1st, 2025, or this authorization shall expire. Is there a motion? Mr. Mitchell, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Gray. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next, we'll have action item number 10, personnel. Charlene, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Charlene Finkelstein with Human Resources, and I'm delighted to introduce 3 new additions to our IT staff. First, we have Dr. Loretta Brewster. Would you stand? Dr. Brewster is our new Regional Chief Information Officer for the Central Region. She has 21 years of experience in the information technology field in higher education. She has served as Director of IT at Talladega College and Miles College. She most recently served as Chief Information Officer for Aleutian Corporation and at Jefferson State Community College. She has a bachelor's degree in Business Administration from Faulkner University, a master's in IT Management from Western Governors University, and a doctorate of Business Administration in Global Supply Chain from Walden University. And she is based at Jefferson State Community College. Thank you. Patrick Atkinson. Patrick is the new Regional Chief Information Officer for our Southeast region. He has over 22 years of experience in the information technology field, with most all of it at Wallace Community College in Dothan. He has served as Network Administrator, Assistant Director, and most recently as IT Director at Wallace Dothan. He has a bachelor's degree in Computer Information Systems and a master's in Instructional Technology, both from Troy University. He also has a master's in Management Information Systems from the University of Alabama. And Patrick is based at Wallace Community College in Dothan. Thank you. And Jody Knowles. Jody is a Regional Chief Information Officer in our Central Region, with over 31 years of experience in the information technology field, most of it in the community college system. He served 5 years as programming instructor at Southern Union in Opelika. He served as Director of Information Services at Chattahoochee Valley Community College for 23 years. And he has served the last 4 years as Director of Information Technology at Trenholm State here in Montgomery. He has a bachelor's degree in Information Systems from Troy University, and he's currently based at Trenholm State Community College. So thank you. Please help me welcome these new folks to the staff.
Thank you. Welcome aboard. So, next, we'll have Chancellor's report.
Philip Green. Maybe he isn't in the room. He's not? Okay. I was going to give an update report. Our usual report is for our individual that usually gives you a report is out. Susan, can you come forward? Susan has been chairing or putting together a group of people who is going to do the evaluation I had announced at the last board meeting, and we're looking at every detail and every different program at Wallace College. Our goal is solely for the purpose of doing what is needed to be done to make the college the best college that we possibly can make it in the Wiregrass. So, Susan, if you will, introduce that program.
Absolutely. Good morning, Chairman Rogers,
Good morning.
board members, and Chancellor Baker. As Chancellor Baker just said, last month he announced his intention to commence a college-wide review of the major operations and programs of Wallace-Dothan. His goal in the undertaking is to identify the strengths of as well as opportunities for the college and to capture the voice and need of the communities that it serves. Understanding where the college sits today will greatly assist you and him in selecting the individual with the right skill set to serve as the next permanent president. I am pleased to announce that the review is already underway. The peer review team is already at work. It's comprised of experienced professionals from our colleges as well as from the system office. And let me be clear, the team's purpose is not to investigate or to disrupt, but rather to learn about the operations of the college and its various programs, to identify best practices as well as opportunities for the college. In other words, the team just needs to conduct a health checkup. By way of example, areas under review include organizational structure of the college, fiscal operations, human resources, academics, student services, and workforce development. Programs include athletics and health. This is a good institution that operated under the solid but sane leadership for more than 36 years. We know there are good practices, but we also suspect there are areas where the same process or approach has been followed for several decades, and that might need changing. The team will offer its observations and recommendations based on their experience, different approaches, or more efficient processes that will help make a good institution even better. And just as a little background for you, a review team is not a new tool for us. We have used them in several instances for more than 20 years, primarily when a college is in transition. The size of the team can vary according to the size and complexity of the college. This is a large team, but this is a large flagship institution with a regional footprint. We expect the work to be concluded by early 2025, and we will keep you posted on our progress. Any questions? Thank you.
I might add that because of the delay in getting the team in, we've delayed the process of selecting a president. We will not do so until such time as we've had access to the study and made some decisions about where we're headed. I met last Thursday with the Chamber of Commerce in Dothan. They had about 45 people present. A lot of questions, a lot of discussion, and my commitment to them is to make sure that we do everything we can to make Wallace Community College at Dothan the best partner in development in that community, and we're going to do that. It should not be seen as a threat. It should be seen as simply, let's develop a plan to move forward and be a school of tomorrow. Thank you.
Good deal. Thank you. That's it. Okay. Do we have any committee reports? Not our date and location of our next meeting. We'll have a work session immediately following this meeting here, and then our next board of trustees meeting will be in this room December the 11th. So, now entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion, Mr. Houston, second, Mr. Lightsey. All those in favor, raise your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Okay, this meeting is adjourned, and we'll move into the work session here, maybe in a couple of minutes here. We'll now call our work session meeting to order. Turn it over to David O'Brien, please.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
The first item on the work session agenda comes from Wallace Hansville, and it's the college's request that the Board of Trustees approve the college's request to increase the dorm or housing fees and the optional meal plan. If approved, these rates increases would go into effect in the fall semester of 2025. The housing increase would be $600 per semester for fall and spring and $625 for summer. The meal plan will increase by $350 per semester, fall and spring, and $250 per semester in the summer. The additional revenue will help cover normal operating costs such as increases in labor, utilities, insurance, and supplies. Are there any questions relating to this item? The next three items on the work session agenda are all mission statements. From Jefferson State, from Wallace Hansville, and from Drake State, respectively. Each of the colleges is requesting that the Board of Trustees review and approve their current mission statements. Are there any questions relating to these three items? The next item comes from Gadsden State. It is the college's request that the Board of Trustees authorize the college to expend $696,151 to purchase equipment for the college's Advanced Manufacturing Workforce Skills Training Center. The equipment purchase will support the advancement and training of consortium of machining education training at the college's Advanced Manufacturing Workforce Skills Training Center. The equipment will allow students to receive training on the same equipment as they matriculate through the program and as they move from class to class. Does anyone have any questions on this item? The next item is the budget request for 25-26, and I'll turn the floor over to Sarah Calhoun.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So a lot of work has gone into this two-page action item, and I wanted to go over a couple of the highlighted areas that we're petitioning for with our legislature this year. Most notably, I think, is going to be the request for funding to support a significant raise for our faculty and staff across the state. We are regularly competing with both higher ed institutions and K-12 for qualified and valuable faculty, and we think that part of this petition will help support our efforts to compensate our faculty and staff appropriately. Another notable increase inclusive in this request is a 5% for O&M for our institutions to help offset the inflationary costs that we're constantly battling. We're also addressing a need for Ingram State Technical College with a $6.6 million increase. It's been several years since Ingram has received an O&M increase. And with the advancement of the mega prisons coming our way and the overall state support that Ingram is providing to our incarcerated students, we feel that this ask is very vital to the continuation and growth of Ingram's programs. There's several other smaller increases, but another notable increase includes $10 million towards dual enrollment. As you're all fully aware, the popularity and need for dual enrollment continues to expand across our state. I'm happy to report it's one of our programs that receives a 91% success rate, which is phenomenal for our students, and both for our industries that our students can walk into post-high school. And then finally, another notable increase is for the Innovation Center. They've done a yeoman's task since they were implemented 3 years ago, and they are continuing to grow and make major impacts across the state with business and industry and our short-term credentialing and our high-skill, high-wage industries. So we're very proud of that program. We'd like to see continued support for that. I'd be happy to address any questions you might have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we'll have instruction, research, and development, Chattahoochee Valley Community College.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My instructional dean could not be here today, so I'm pinch hitting. CVCC is proposing to implement an associate in applied science degree in electrical technology. Some of you may know that in November of 2023, we opened a workforce training center on our campus, and one of the plans when we implemented that particular center was to add electrical technology to our program offering. We're proposing to do that by fall of 2025. That particular associate degree program will include 2 short certificates embedded, which are commercial industrial wiring and industrial instrumentation. The program will include dual enrollment opportunities as well as an apprenticeship component. We have very strong employer support, with 2 employers in our area agreeing to hire our graduates. That's Smith & Gray Electric and Allitrade. And also, there is pretty strong support for the growth of this particular program, with the growth projected to increase by 11% through 2030. There is potential support for the chips manufacturing industry and advanced manufacturing, with over 1,300 jobs projected statewide in the particular area. And we also know that there is a strong entrepreneurship opportunity for electricians who are working in the construction industry. We plan to operate the program with 2 faculty members, one of which is currently on staff because we have an industrial maintenance program with a faculty member who is already credentialed to teach some of the courses. The salaries, equipment, and supplies for the program will be initially funded through a $2 million grant that we have received through the Rural Post-Secondary Economic Development Grant, and we are thinking that that particular grant will be able to finance the lion's share of the program. The program will be housed again in our Workforce Training Center, and we're very optimistic that we'll have a success in this program with the support that we're receiving from our area high schools and the industries in the Chattahoochee Valley region. Are there questions about this request?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, will be Enterprise State Community College Certificate in Cosmetology.
Good morning, Chancellor Baker, board members. On behalf of Enterprise State Community College, I'll be presenting our proposal for a new certificate in salon and spa management. ESCC consistently strives to build relationships with its high school dual enrollment partners to include the provision of career technical education programs. In the fall of 2023, the Troy Pike Center for Technology, TPCT, an educational institution serving both the Pike County School System and the Troy City School System, reached out to ESCC with a request to partner on a new grant opportunity. Core objectives of this grant included both removing barriers to dual enrollment students related to travel and increasing access to dual enrollment programs in demand within the area but not available locally. Cosmetology was a program that fell into the latter category for TPCT. In the spring of 2024, TPCT was awarded a 3-year career-connected high school grant as part of the Perkins Innovation and Modernization Career-Connected High School Grant Program, which builds the capacity of education and workforce systems to partner with business and industry to develop new, high-quality, career-connected high school programs for more students. Strategies leveraged in this program include increased access to dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment programs, increased work-based learning opportunities, and the provision of industry-recognized credentials, all of which are in alignment with the goals of the community college system. Today, ESCC's proposal to begin a program in spa and salon management is reflective of the college's commitment to its high school partners, of its dedication to advancing career education opportunities for students in its service area, and of the confidence of local high school administrators in the community college. ESCC will work collaboratively with TPCT to meet high school scheduling needs. Additionally, both college and high school representatives have met with a staff member from the Alabama Board of Cosmetology to review program coursework and licensure requirements. However, support for this program is found not only in the Troy City and Pike County school systems, but also with local salon and spa owners. This is exhibited by our letters of support, as well as the Wiregrass Economic Development Corporation. Although this program will initially be administered solely at a dual enrollment site, the program ultimately has the potential to expand to the Enterprise campus. In regard to employability, Jobs EQ occupation data indicates that the location quotient for hairdressers, hairstylists, and cosmetology in the Pike County contiguous area is 1.12, which means that this region exceeds the expected employment for this occupation compared to the nation. Graduates may find employment with established salons and spas, or they may become independent business owners. In either case, this program provides training and an employable skill to area students while meeting the needs of local business and industry and concurrently fulfilling the needs of our local high school partners. With the ability to provide this proposed program, ESCC will be able to offer a new opportunity to local students while simultaneously adhering to a central tenet of its mission, which is to continuously serve its community through education and workforce training. Thank you for your time and consideration. I welcome any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, items 9 and 10 are from Northeast Alabama Community College. Carrie Wright. Or, no.
No problem. Chancellor Baker, members of the board, good morning to you. I have two applications we were presenting to you on behalf of Northeast Alabama Community College. We're going to start off with their Associate of Applied Science in Diagnostic Medical Sonography. So when we started thinking about this, one of the things that we identified with Northeast is that this is a in-demand job in Region 1, and it is growing very fast. And matter of fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics projected that it would be a 17% growth between 2016 and 2026, which is doing very well. Some of the things that we're going to look at when we start talking about sonography is that these individuals are going to basically be helping in the medical field by helping doctors visualize certain images through sound. And some of the specialties that they are actually able to accomplish is most of the time, most people know sonography through OB/GYN or abdominal, when they want to scan for babies, when women are during pregnancy. But they'll have other specialties that they can also look into. Echo, when they're looking at the heart, basically if any defects or abnormalities there. Vascular, for any vascular issues that may be happening throughout the body. And musculoskeletal is a new one that's really growing, commonly in the sports field. If you have athletes that have injuries on the sideline, they actually have certain specialties that they can actually utilize to see what the injury is right then and there, where the athlete can go ahead and be treated from there. They will be seeking accreditation through KHEP, and they also the JRC for DMS. And what's going to happen is this is going to allow them, once they complete their education, to basically sit for the American Registry of Diagnostic Medical Sonography exam. Once they complete that, this particular field is portable across all 7 regions. And Dr. Campbell and his administration has done a great job of receiving excellent letters of support through Huntsville Hospital, DeKalb Regional Medical, and other community affiliates. Right now, the program will be on ACCS recommendation for their December agenda. Any questions for diagnostic medical sonography? Okay, moving right along. Now we have medical lab technician for their associate applied science. As you can see, Northeast is growing, expanding, I should say. Once again, they did a great job of identifying a need in Region 1 as it continues to grow. MLT is currently about a 7% growth between 2023 and 2033, which is projected about 25,000 openings projected each year on an average over the next decade. When you start thinking about laboratory technicians, one of the things that they do outside of collecting samples is that they basically collect the samples, they do the diagnostic work, and they provide the results to the physician where they can provide the best diagnosis for the patient. So this is going to be a great need across that particular region and in the state. They will be seeking programmatic accreditation through the National Accrediting Agency for Clinical and Laboratory Sciences. This certification is also portable across the state. But they also have the opportunity to not only build stackable credentials for students to be able to pursue opportunities at 4-year institutions, and they have the footprint to also establish dual enrollment programs that can also assist starting out at the very young age, moving forward as they move forward to their 4-year institution. Once again, Dr. Campbell and his administration, they did receive great letters of support, but they received more letters of support with this particular program for several of their high schools in the area. And once again, this program has been recommended for approval on ACCS and will be on their December agenda. Any questions for Northeast Alabama Medical Laboratory Technology Program? None?
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Next, we'll have facilities. Mark Salmon, please.
Good morning, board members and Chancellor Baker. We have 3 projects this morning to present and recommend to the board. 2 of them are at Reed, and then the 3rd one takes us north up to Jasper and to Bevel State. The first one at Reed is the purchase of the McIntyre property. This property, board members, is about 12.56 acres and is located for the most part west and northwest of the college down in Evergreen. Up here on the screen we have the campus that exists at Reed State, and then this parcel that is over here known as the McIntyre property. That property, board members, is a trailer park. We currently have entered into an agreement and are doing our due diligence with that owner in helping him to identify where he might be going, but more on our part just to check and make sure that title and the searches that are necessary for the purchase are clean. As we work with them, there has been certainly some discussion that we have had in the last couple of weeks in preparing this recommendation about what happens to some of these trailers, what happens if we find somebody that may not want to go. In discussing it with legal, we certainly have some risks and so forth that are associated with this, but for the most part, we are confident from a legal perspective that we can move forward and that this will be a clean transition. We do expect that as we move forward with this project, that if we can move the due diligence along quickly enough, we may have it back for board action as early as December. Right now, our schedule puts us at January, but we may see this accelerate and be able to bring it to you sooner for action. Any questions about the McIntyre property and the purchase for Reed State? The next one, board members, takes us down a little bit further from the college, and this is the purchase of the Red Roof Inn. On our calls last week, we talked a little bit about the history of this, how it went away, how it came back, and we were able to negotiate a little bit less in terms of what we thought we would have to offer and work with the seller on the purchase of the property itself. As we look at the property, it is located, board members, to the south of the campus. Right here over to this side, to the north is where Reed State is. About a 1/10 of a mile down this particular road is where we find the Red Roof Inn. So as we look at this particular property, we have enough units in here where potentially, depending on how the college approaches the use of those units, that we'll be able to accommodate anywhere as much as 80 or more students in these particular units as far as bed space. Our plan, board members, is to take this particular site. We do have some work that we'll have to do with the asphalt and some other improvements and modernization of that building once we acquire it to get it ready for the students. And we'll be pushing that forward to be able to achieve that and have it ready, hopefully, by August of 2025. This is a little bit of the profile that you see there from the road. This is the dining facility that exists within the property. And this gives a sense a little bit of what the rooms look like with double beds and some just single bed units. This one is moving along and is under a contract where we're doing due diligence. As we move that forward, we expect that we'll have it ready by January, but we also may be able to move and bring it back as early as the December board meeting for action. Board members, any questions about the purchase of the Red Roof Inn? The last action item that we have takes us up to Jasper and to Bevel. Out at the industrial court campus that we have as part of the Bevel State Community College system, we have the joint training center with the college and the Alabama Power Company. In this particular building, we've highlighted in here the rectangle portion of that building. And this is an undeveloped portion of the space that is being repurposed as part of the efforts with Alabama Power, specifically for the weatherization program. In this building, we have this open area that does exist, and the college has been successful in securing federal monies to build this out and to invest into the weatherization program. The development of this space will be a conference area that will allow for the space that is very open and industrial for conferences and gatherings to occur that are located over here in this portion of the site and the building. And then over to the south, we have classrooms, offices, and so forth. And then also a good portion that still remains undeveloped where they'll be able to pull in equipment, semi-trucks, and other things and so forth that go with this program. Board members, any questions about the renovation of that space for the weatherization program that is part of Bevel State and the Alabama Power Company? Thank you, board members.
Thank you, Mark. If there's no more business, that concludes our work session. Thank you. We're adjourned.